Okay, please remember that all media is property of their owners, and this is for commentary purposes. This is Deadpool's test footage. Kind of skipped, sorry, towards the end.
The disease. Meet the cure. Okay, not the cure, but more like a topical ointment that reduces swelling and itch. Hi, Tom.
Did you see that? Tom. Hi, Tom. TikToker out of ideas, like, put in the comments in one of my videos, was like, did you know that it was this guy who was blocking this dude for the longest time for, like, Deadpool and stuff like that, and the movie, it says, like, hi, Tom, and that's it. That's him. Oh my gosh, look, remember that Deadpool started way back when Blade, okay? In my opinion, allegedly, David Goyer and Ryan Reynolds became friends, like, while filming or not, like, dude, like, allow him to do, like, all kind of ad-libs, literally. And so, I feel like Goyer, who is, like, such a, comic fan, which, that's what he writes, right? Okay, so, he introduced, allegedly, Ryan to Deadpool, because he was supposed to be, like, across from Ryan Reynolds and a Sharpay, the character. That's what it was described as. And so, both Ryan and him, like, try to partner with maybe New Line Cinema, allegedly, and try to take this and get the rights from Fox, because they wanted to do that next. So they wanted to do a spin-off from Blade with just the newer characters, like the with Jessica Biel and Ryan Reynolds, and that was a no-go. And so they were like, okay, we want to do Deadpool. And Tom Rothman said no for years and years. Dude dropped freaking Goyer like a potato and went to Tim Miller. And so Tim Miller goes like, okay, I'm on board. Like, I got Ryan Reynolds on board. Keeps emailing dude, hey, are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? So allegedly they greenlit the project, maybe, but they cut the budget. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm going to look into it now. But the story goes that Tim Miller and him were like, okay, gotta get this out. They wanted to do a test footage, right? They got money for a test footage. Dude leaks it. He's like, we're gonna let the internet do its thing. And he goes, he's so petty, he goes like, hi, Tom. But before that, you know who was petty? Him. He was so petty that he is the one responsible, allegedly, for getting, like the, what's it called? The mouth sewn shut on Deadpool in the iteration, like with X-Men. Was it Wolverine? You know, that one time that Deadpool had his mouth shut that Ryan Reynolds absolutely hated. Do you really think that he's like forgiven and forgotten, that all is good, that the past is in the past and we're moving forward? Does he look like he has a genuine smile? Oh my gosh! And see, Blakey has had the best experience with Rothman. You know, the dynamic duo. They worked in The Shallows together, taking like this, R-rated horror film to like a PG-13 summer thriller to compete with the Marvels of the world, like Tom Rothman had said. Turns out that, yeah, indeed, like around, not in June, but the month before, you had Captain America Civil War releasing, you had Doctor Strange and X-Men Apocalypse. I mean, Deadpool was released that same day, that same year as The Shallows. And it's just that one was released in February, the other one was released in June, in the summer. And incredibly, Tom Rothman had a say on both. But see, she feels comfortable with him. She was the one who asked him, hey, can I show this movie at Book Bonanza? According to her PGA letter. Who did Matt Damon contact? Not send an email to, like, the general Sony email. No. Contacted this guy directly to make sure, to advocate for her cut to be used and bypass Baldoni. Screw Baldoni, right? Anyway, I want to go back to this dude. David Goyer. I don't understand how he's still in business, how he even went, like, after Blade, went to have huge success with Dark Knight and everything in the career that he's had, because in my opinion, allegedly, he doesn't deserve it. Not that he's not talented, but that he's a piece of, you know what, in my opinion. Because you know what he did to Wesley Snipes? According to Patton, the comedian, okay, the comedian that worked on the set of Blade Trinity, this guy and him went to some strip club, and at the club they saw a bunch of bikers, and so Goyer paid all the bikers, like paid their drinks, and said, hey, come to the set tomorrow. You know what for? To intimidate Wesley Snipes, his black talent, on the set. Imagine that your director is so pissed at you that hires a bunch of bikers to come intimidate you. Is that normal on-set behavior? Is that normal, like HR bananas or what? That's freaking HR bananas. Him, the director, intimidating his talent. Is it Oswald Patton? Has gone on the record everywhere where he goes. He tells this tale as if he was proud of it. And they both accuse, like, Wesley Snipes of, like, being racist, like Darvo, basically. Because actually Wesley Snipes had complained about it. So Wesley Snipes sues. He's like, hey, I didn't accept this dude as the director. As a matter of fact, I had a say on who was going to direct. And the contract wasn't respected. And boom, sideswept with, like, all this other super important lawsuit about his taxes. To this day, he's, like, working on that. And dude is trying to be, like, implicate himself on Blade again, and Marvel turned him down, thankfully. I hope he never directs Blade or writes for Blade again. For anyone, really, but especially Blade, because what he did was super insane. Like, he should go to jail, like, for doing such a thing. Like, intimidation on set. Like, seriously? If you're not happy with your work, walk away. You don't have to go intimidate people. I mean, in my opinion, allegedly.